Welcome back to EDS, and in this video we're going to take a look at how you can write your own options contracts, collect a premium upfront and generate consistent returns year on year. So the first thing you want to do is open any equities underlying. We've got Netflix open, and you want to navigate over to where you can see a list of expiration dates for the underlying. Now we want to lock in on an expiration date at this point in time. It doesn't matter what expiration what underlying we choose. All equities underlyings pretty much have the same expiration date. So the expiration date that we want to choose needs to be between 30 and 60 days out in time, and it also needs to be a monthly expiration date, not a weekly or quarterly. So the only expiration date that fits that criteria right now is January 17th, which is 41 days out in time. We can then come over to our watch list, and we can use that information to filter out any and all underlyings that have earnings over the next 41 days. We can also filter out anything that has a low liquidity rating level, and what we'll be left with is something that looks like this. This is of course a pre-made watch list. You can use whatever watch list you like. You can make your own one. I personally like to order everything from high to low IVR. We want to be selling when IV is high and playing the contraction back down to the mean and hopefully further below. And at this point, we simply want to see what would fit well in our portfolio, what's got a nice IV rank. Also, the absolute IV level you want to keep an eye on as well, because that also makes a difference. IV as a absolute percentage and IV rank are two different things, so always keep that in mind. Now, if you're very heavy in any one sector, for example, tech, you don't want to then look for more tech positions. You want to diversify, go into health, maybe finance, something, who knows, whatever you want, right? But just keep it nice and diverse. So straight away, I'm looking at MSTR here, MicroStrategy, with an absolute IV of 136.9%, which is very, very nice. We've got an IV rank of 53.9. Obviously, with Bitcoin recently hitting 100K, I'm not surprised that MicroStrategy is doing what it's doing. So the market is closed, so these are not accurate quotes, but we're going to mock up a position so you can um, see how it's done. So we want to sell one call and one put, and we want to sell them anywhere between a 15 and 20 delta on either side. We've got lots of strikes to choose from. We've got a 20 delta here at the 710 strike on the call side, and on the put side, we've got a 20 delta here at the 305 strike. So we've essentially created a range between 305 and 710. Now that is a very, very wide range, and that's because obviously IV is so high right now. Now what that means is as long as price stays in between 305 and 710 over the next 41 days, we're going to make money. And that's basically the setup of the trade. So we've created a range for ourselves. Um, and what's the likelihood of our trade working out in our favor? Well, we've got a probability of profit of 69%. And a probability of hitting 84% of hitting 50% of max profit at some point over the next 41 days. So very, very high probabilities of success. In actual reality, these probabilities of success are actually slightly higher because IV is overstated. That's our edge. We're going to get $125 of daily theta decay. This will increase as time goes on, provided all else remains equal. We will collect $4,184 upfront in non-refundable premium. No matter what happens, we keep that premium. Our broker is going to hold $33,500 in buying power to open this position. Now, that is probably more than what you are willing to part with or to have locked up. So what you can do is simply buy another contract a little bit further out, say $10 wide on either side. There you go, $10 on either side. And what that's going to do is that's going to define our risk. So our risk now is no longer unlimited. It is now defined by the distance between the short strike and the long strike, which is $10 minus the premium that we collect up front, which is $4. And what's left, you times that by 100 shares because each contract controls 100 shares, and you'll have a max loss of $598. Our broker knows that that's our max loss, so it's only going to require that much in buying power. So we've reduced our buying power requirement from $33,500 down to under 600, and we're going to collect $400 upfront to open this position. So very, very, very high return on capital on this position. And we've also got very high probabilities of success as well. So MSTR is actually this is actually a really nice position. If the market was open, I would probably place this. I'd probably look to get filled on this position in this portfolio. This is a small portfolio, super nice return on capital, and basically this is a pretty good example of what you want to be looking for. Come market open on Monday, if this opportunity is still around, then I will be looking to most likely place this position inside of the portfolio, but we'll have to see on Monday. How do you know how much buying power you should be allocating to your positions? Well, in order to know that, we've created a free position sizing template. Link is in the description. Click on free position sizing template, and it will take you over to this spreadsheet here. The way it works is you enter in the size of your portfolio at the top. You then enter in what the current VIX level is, and everything will then be automatically calculated for you. And at this point, all you need to do is use this information to form the backbone of your portfolio. It will tell you the maximum amount of buying power you should allocate to any single defined risk position, undefined risk position, and it will also tell you how much of your portfolio you should be allocating to short premium strategies in general. There is, of course, an explanation here going over what everything means and why. And as long as you follow this, you'll be fine. Again, link is in the description. If you want to learn in more detail about what we do and how we do it, link again is in the description. This time, click on EDS Premium. Get yourself signed up. Inside, you'll have access to our portfolios that will allow you to see the positions that we're placing, how we're managing risk, how we're making adjustments, all in real time. There's also a full course, so no prior knowledge is required. We will teach you everything that you need to know from start to finish. And if you get stuck at any point, there is a private community, so you can speak with myself directly or with other like-minded individuals if you get stuck. There's a 100% money back guarantee, so once you have studied our full course for at least 6 months and followed some of our trades, if at that point you haven't seen results, then we will work with you for free until you do. Or you can request a full refund, so it's completely risk-free on your part. It's only £1 a month to join. The price will be increasing. However, once you're inside, the price is locked in for you for life, so you are definitely rewarded for getting in early. And with that being said, I will see you guys on the inside.